Welcome back to the second half of Sporting Chance, and quite a tight race developing here. Remember, we left you with the scores standing at half-time at the Rose, Wallsend 22 points, United Services Club Gateshead 19 points. We resume play with our test of local knowledge. In round 5, all the questions are on North East sport. Which team did Sunderland beat in the first round of their short-lived European campaign? Tom McCallum.
Vassos.
That's right, Vassos Budapest in the Cup Winners' Cup. Which country won the men's team prize in the 83 World Cross Country Championships at Gateshead? Barry Wilkinson.
Ethiopia.
Correct, 2 points. Which club in 1979 became the first to beat Gosforth at Gosforth in the John Player Cup? Barry Wilkinson.
Moseley.
Moseley is correct, 2 points. Let's bring in some more action for our teams to look at now. We're still, of course, on North East sport, so watch this contest held here in the region. Explosive punching there. Who from? Barry Wilkinson.
Errol Christie.
Errol Christie, correct. The Coventry middleweight knocked out Nestor Flores of Panama at Darlington Dolphin Centre last February. Now, can you look at this picture, please? And who is this? Ray Nicholson.
Colin Suggett.
Colin Suggett, of course, a former Sunderland and Newcastle player, coach of Newcastle's FA Youth Cup winning team. Which third division side took Newcastle United to replay? Barry Wilkinson.
York City.
York City, the FA Cup semi-finals in 55. Which team knocked Newcastle out of the UEFA Cup in 77-78? Barry Wilkinson again. Bastia 5-2 on aggregate. They actually went on to lose in the final. That's the end of our local round, and I think it's been a fairly profitable one by all accounts for the Rose Wallsend. Let's check on the scoreboard. Yes, they've certainly done well there. They've got 34 points. United Services have dropped back. They've got 21. Round 6 we call Name the Year. It's when the teams have to put a date to a famous moment in sport. Once we've found the year, there are 3 further questions about the events that took place during that time. First to go is the Rose. It's another round when we'd like Kirsty McDermott to deliver the answers you agree on. So let's now go back in time with our first clip. Have a look at this. Magnificent try, that. A little bit of help. It was a famous club on their way to a record score in Rugby League Challenge Cup finals at Wembley. Can you name them and the year?
Wakefield Trinity.
Was the team and the year?
1963.
1963.
Wasn't 63. Anybody got an answer for Brian Beeson?
1960.
1960, correct. They got the 1 point there, point each there. Wakefield Trinity beat Hull 38-5, the 1960 final. Alan Skeen, the South African three-quarters, scoring that amazing try. So 60 is the year we're discussing. 3 more questions. Who was Footballer of the Year, 1960?
Bill Slater.
Bill Slater, good answer that. Captain of Cup winners Wolves. Who was England's rugby union captain that year, 1960?
Dickie Jeeps.
Dickie Jeeps, on a famous name as well. Another 2 points. Which Nottingham boxer became British welterweight champion in 1960?
Wally Swift.
Wally Swift.
Wally Swift, that's another excellent answer as well. He outpointed Tommy Malloy in Nottingham. So, very good work there on 1960. But we've got another memory now from the sporting past for the United Services Club. Remember, answers here go through Brian Beeson, please. Can you recollect when this happened? One of the most controversial moments in FA Cup history. Can you name the 2 players involved there and, of course, the year?
1957.
Correct.
Ray Wood.
Peter McParland.
And Peter McParland.
That's right, Ray Wood, the Manchester United goalkeeper, and Aston Villa's Peter McParland. In that horrific collision in 1957, Wood was carried off, returned to play on the wing, but Villa went on to win 2-1. Started the horrendous Wembley Voodoos. That 57 then, the year, with 3 more questions now. In tennis, which Briton won the women's singles at the French Championships?
Buxton.
Neither, I'm afraid. And anyone got an answer for Kirsty, perhaps, that you've managed to come up with on the road?
Christine Truman.
No, it wasn't. Not an easy one, this one. Shirley Bloomer beat Mrs. D.P. Knode in straight sets. So, carrying on now, which famous horse won the Derby in 1957?
Crapello.
Far more positive on that one, 2 points. Who became the last Frenchman to win a world boxing title? 1957, the last Frenchman to win a world boxing title.
Sharif Amir.
No, it wasn't. Any discussions on the roads produced an answer for Kirsty?
Cohen.
It wasn't. It was Alphonse Halimi. He outpointed Mario Degata in Paris to win the bantamweight title. And quarter-final, remember this, you can't expect questions that are too easy. But let's see how that's affected the overall scoreboard. We've had 6 rounds now, and the Rose Wall's End have 41 points. United Services, a bit of ground to catch up. They've got 26.